Your child's development is like a long hike up a series of hills. Each hill represents the challenges that your child must meet at each stage of development. Challenges like learning to walk, catching a ball, or reading a book, starting school, making a friend, losing a friend, and on and on and on. Each stage of development has its own demands. For 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, it's the many frustrations of new rules and not always getting what you want. For 12 and 13-year-olds, it's managing changing classes, changing bodies, and intense social pressures. For 16, 17, and 18-year-olds, it's facing the upcoming transition from high school to whatever comes next. Imagine that your child is carrying a backpack on this developmental climb. Not all backpacks are the same weight. Some children have more to carry. The weight of your child's backpack is determined by the challenges he or she is carrying or coping with while climbing the developmental hills. Some weights come and go, like being worried about the first day at a new school or learning to swim. Some are long-lasting, like asthma or a developmental disability. Some weights can be seen and identified, like needing crutches after a bike accident. But many are invisible worries that can only be unpacked when your child is comfortable enough to talk about them. Imagine opening a child's backpack and learning about the worries inside. Children worry about themselves, their physical health, their school performance, their ability to do favorite activities, and their important relationships. Am I too short? Will I grow? Am I smart enough to understand fractions? Am I fast enough to make the track team? Do I fit in? Will I get teased? They worry about family members too. My mom's deployed. Will she be safe on the ship? My dad came home with lots of body pains. Will his headaches ever get better? My parents are yelling more. Are they angry about me? My sister is skipping classes. Will she get into big trouble at school? They may worry about how friends are doing and also how they're doing with their friends. Will I get invited to my classmate's birthday party? Does my best friend still like me best? If I tell that special girl I really like her, will she laugh at me? Will a new friend keep my secret? Should I keep his secret? My friends are doing risky things. Should I tell someone? A particular worry may weigh more or less, depending on a child's temperament. For example, if a child's very shy, speaking in front of her class will be more difficult than it would be for a child who's outgoing. If a child has difficulty making friends, switching schools is a greater challenge than for a child who makes friends easily. Temperament can magnify a stress and further weigh down a backpack. Likely, you can think of examples from your own parenting experiences. The challenges in your child's backpack don't simply add up, they interact with each other. Imagine a teen whose favorite activity is hockey. His best friends are on the team, and his coach is someone he talks to when he's upset. If he's sidelined for the whole season by a concussion at the same time that his father is hospitalized for depression, the combination of no hockey, less time with his friends, and less time with his coach multiplies the impact. His backpack is very heavy, and climbing will be hard. He'll need the caring adults in his life to tune into his challenges and help him through this difficult time. The older our children get, the more they have to manage, and with greater independence, it's harder and harder for us to help carry their backpacks for them. Some may face significant emotional challenges that also require professional help, like depression, alcohol and drug abuse, eating disorders, or self-harm. But let's talk about how parents and other caring adults can enhance the resiliency of our children and teens so they can stay on the developmental climb even with a heavy load. First, communication is essential. You can't lighten your child's backpack unless you know what the real worries are that are weighing them down. Encourage your child to talk with you and listen with respect to your child's unique perspective and his or her experience. Connect with the other important adults in your child's life: family members, teachers, coaches, their friends' parents, and members of your faith community too. Creating an effective support team for your child requires good communication too. If your family is facing a challenge, make sure these key adults know the situation and make it clear that you want to hear from them if they have worries about your child. Think of them as park rangers who can help your child stay on the right trails. On a long hike, it's essential to plan times to rest and recharge. It's a valuable life skill to learn how to relax and lower stress levels. It's important to discover which activities work best for each of us, and it isn't the same for every child or for every adult. Learn together. Consider making de-stressing a family affair. Get outdoors, play, enjoy nature together, or exercise with your child. Read a book together or read side by side. Listen to music, watch a movie, or sing together. Make family meals together, or go on a family trip. Encourage your child to rest and recharge by doing something alone too. Drawing, writing in a journal, playing a computer game, or shooting baskets, or maybe having some quiet, unscheduled time. Then, don't forget to check in with your child to see which ways of relaxing are actually working best for him or her. Especially when your child's backpack is heavy, make sure the ground under his or her feet is also steady. Imagine a grassy slope, not a slippery path of shifting gravel. The best way to create a solid surface for the climb is to have regular routines and schedules. When life is challenging, it helps to make a child's day or week more predictable. Talking about the routine and changes in the routine help your child feel prepared. Being surprised or confused interferes with good coping. So make regular things regular, waking up at a consistent time, having regular meal times, and having a set bedtime all provide that sense of steadiness. Make sure your child knows which adults will be at home with them and who'll be there for pickup, drop-off, and other changeover times in the day and in the week. You might even plan dinners on a regular rotation. For example, make Mondays pizza night. Tuesdays could be pasta, Wednesdays could be dogs or burgers, Thursday you could have breakfast for dinner, and make Friday chicken night. Knowing what to expect makes your child's world a little more secure, and not having to be creative about meal choices may be easier for you. Staying strong will educate you about the stages of your child or teenager's development, so you can better understand where they are in the climb and what are common steep slope issues. It will help you to think about your child's typical coping style. Identifying coping style will help you anticipate situations that will be bigger challenges and to tailor supports that best fit your child. There will also be guidance about how to improve communication with your child or your teen. In other words, we hope to help you help your child to unpack what doesn't need to be in their backpack and to engage along with family, friends, and other caring adults in the supports that will lighten that load. With the right support, most children and teens are remarkably resilient. Staying strong is designed to provide you with the tools you need to support your child's resiliency. Though some trails are easier than others, every child has to keep on hiking. Every child needs support to keep going in their developmental journey. Facing challenges together is what keeps a child resilient through the hard times and even the small bumps in the road. Please take a moment and let us know if this video was helpful to you by rating it. Also, let us know if you'd recommend it to another parent or a friend. Your feedback is important to us. Thank you.